That means we kick off Prep Rally on Wednesday, and we're getting ready for a fantastic Football Friday. How good? Week 3 so good, we have 2 Prep Rally games of the week. First, Normal Community travels to Normal West. Both teams are 2-0. Both teams are state ranked. So even though this is just week 3 of the regular season, the Ironman Wildcat matchup feels like a Big 12 title game. The winner of this rivalry is almost always in the championship mix.
I think it does anytime you're playing your crosstown rival and 2 of the better teams in the Big 12. All those games are important and they're magnified, even though whether it's week 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, doesn't matter. Definitely has a championship game type of atmosphere, because if you win, you put yourself in a good position to win the Big 12 title. And I know that's what both teams are hoping to do.
Normal West throttled Normal Community 1 year ago, 21-4 an odd score. Wildcats win jump-started the Wildcats on their way to a Big 12 title. West won last year's game and is the defending conference champ, but the Wildcats have the ultimate respect for a very experienced, senior-dominated Normal Community team.
They seem to be, clicking on all cylinders, and both offensively and defensively and special teams. And so I think that experience and growing pains they had to go through last year, I think, is benefiting them this year.
What kind of game do you expect? What are keys?
For us, this is probably the most athletic team they've had in quite some time. And so just trying to, find a way to minimize the explosive plays that they have, especially with their running back. And then defense, they got, almost their entire defense back from last year. And so those guys have a lot of experience. They know what we like to do. And, it's just finding ways to, find some flaws in what they do. I can't remember the last time both teams were undefeated coming into this game. With how both teams have started out the year playing, I think a lot of people are excited about the matchup.
Should be a heck of a game in Normal. Now to the Middle Illini, and it's simply the game of the year every year. If you grew up in Metamora or grew up in Washington, this is simply rivalry week. Washington travels to Metamora on Friday night. The Redbirds are 2-0 and state ranked. Super fired up to kick off Middle Illini Conference play, hosting their arch rival, the Panthers.
Oh, for sure. The feeling is just totally different. Whole different demeanor. Everybody wants to hit harder, play faster.
You're ready for a rivalry game?
Oh, yeah.
It's obviously a rival, and me and all my teammates are ready to go out and compete, give it our all, go get a win.
The Washington Panthers are celebrating 100 years of football this year. No rivalry has defined the Panthers more than the Metamora game. This game is special. It's certainly on the mind of retiring Washington head coach Gerald Crouch as he prepares for his final Panther-Redbird battle.
It's a huge rivalry. Knew that when I came here 19 years ago. That's a super important game from our town standpoint, and just people are always asking, how's Metamora look? This year they're off to a great start. So I would think that's going to be a huge crowd, great atmosphere, always to play in front of. I think that's one of the best things for our kids is they get to play in front of a stadium that's like no other.
What's the key to winning this game?
I think we have to get back on track offensively. You lose 7-3. So for us to be able to do that, and then our defense to continue to play at the level that they've played.
Well, Washington Metamora is going to be a heck of a game as well. Of course, that is a Middle Illini Conference opener. Another great Middle Illini Conference game has 2-0 Dunlap at the defending champion, the Pekin Dragons. Year after year, this is one of the more entertaining games of the year. Dunlap maybe 2-0 and feeling good about themselves, but they're a young team. They know they'll get a big test from the defending champs, the Pekin Dragons.
Yeah, Pekin's, they've been right at the top the last few years of the Middle Illini, so we know they're big, we know they're physical, and we know they're going to do what they do, and well coached, and it's going to be a great game. We're excited about it.
The Morton Potters kick off Middle Illini Conference play at Canton. The Potters are brimming with confidence after non-conference wins over 2022 playoff teams Muhammad and Rochelle for new head coach Adam O'Neill.
We're not looking too far ahead, but we're aware. But we feel like, if we play really well and we come prepared, we got a chance to play with anybody that we see on our schedule.
Back to the Big 12 Conference now for an intriguing Week 3 matchup. It's Peoria Notre Dame 2-0 at Bloomington. Yeah, the Irish have had back-to-back lopsided wins at home. And Peoria Notre Dame certainly looks a whole lot better, especially on defense. But Bloomington will be their toughest test yet. The Raiders whipped Richwoods in Week 1 and then battled Normal West tough in Week 2. The Peoria High Lions got back on the winning track with a big win over Danville. Malik Ross brought the power to Peoria High's power running game. What an effort for the touchdown right here. Meanwhile, quarterback Tino Gist and the Lions receivers made big play after big play. Peoria High will be a big favorite when they host Urbana on Friday night. To the Heart of Illinois Conference we head now, where we have some undefeated teams going into Week 3. The Tri-Valley Vikings are state-ranked and undefeated after a big win at Clinton last week. They travel to Fisher coming up on Friday. El Paso Gridley heads east to GCMS. EPG is 2-0, and GMAC also off to a 2-0 start. The Chiefs travel to Leroy coming up on Friday night. So a big night of small school football. Want to quickly mention Princeville 2-0, Stark County 2-0, Farmington 2-0.